Hi,
Hi.
can I take your photo?
Yes. My birthday was 2 days ago. April is the best month.
Oh,
Yes.
happy belated birthday. Mine was in March.
Oh, nice. Aries too.
Aries.
Aries energy.
Yes. Chaotic energy.
Chaotic energy.
I'm here with Masha.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Can you tell everyone where you're from and what you do?
Yes, so I'm originally from Almaty, Kazakhstan, and I'm currently in New York City. I'm a sportswear designer, so I've been working at North Face and Reebok before that, designing outerwear gear.
And we met, I think, right before pandemic, right?
Yes, yes, we met. I also do modeling on the side, so we had a photo shoot before that.
That was like one of my first like editorial photo shoots that I like planned out and everything myself.
It was good. It was good.
Um,
It was also one of my first photo shoots as a model, so it was a little rough, but
No, you guys are great. Right, so when you first started, did you start off with modeling?
so I started off just like in the creative field in general. I studied arts here in Rhode Island, actually. I went to Rhode, and I was initially like choosing apparel design as my path, but I was always doing lots of things on the side. Like I would model, I would do photography, I would model for my classmates who were also in apparel. So that was always like kind of part of my, I guess, identity too. And then after the pandemic, like I was working a lot of different jobs for a lot of different like ready-to-wear brands, but I decided to pivot into sportswear because I always liked that engineering aspect of the process and performance-oriented type of gear. So I kind of redid my whole portfolio, and I was working a lot on like developing a new skill essentially because sportswear is so technical.
How did
Yeah.
You said you were really into like the engineering part of like I guess sportswear?
Yes. So
Like why? Like how'd you get into?
I was always like, I do a lot of sports myself. Like I run a lot and I swim. So I always like felt like there was not enough clothes that actually made me feel good and like performed really well on the market. But I also like from a design perspective, the process is so much more unique. Like at North Face, for example, I was working directly with athletes, and it just kind of like you have to consider so many technical aspects of the sport that they're doing and how they like perform on the field, or if they're in the mountains, the conditions. So it all comes down to like this very deep research, which I always thought was super fascinating, rather than designing something decorative like dresses and skirts and t-shirts. Not that it's not important or boring or whatever, but it's just like feels way more engaging and technical. I think not everybody in fashion want to do technical things, you know? Everybody just wants to be super high concept creative.
I mean, I do prefer the just the creative part, but you know.
Yeah, no judgment on that at all. Me too. But I feel like the two go hand in hand really well. So
So the technical part and like the sportswear design, that was all in RISD.
yeah,
Are you like really like start gravitating towards that?
yeah. Well, no, sportswear kind of came a little later because RISD was very focused on, just making sure that you know how to sew clothes and developing like higher concept. Um, it's an art school, so you kind of just learn all of the art, the artisanal craftsmanship of making clothes. And sportswear just kind of was, like more of a stable opportunity too, because working for sportswear brands also allows you to just like have a better compensation and like a better, better benefits too.
Mm-hmm.
Plot twist, I did leave the corporate.
We'll get to that later, don't worry.
Okay. So yeah, did that answer your question?
Yeah. So how'd you get into modeling though? You said you did a little bit for friends, but you, like when I met you, you were doing it professionally, right?
I was signed with an agency back then, which was 6 years ago.
Mm.
It was a massive agency, and I didn't. I mean, I never really like learned how to do it professionally, but I feel like I was always in it, and yeah, like I enjoyed it. It was like a part of a creative expression in a way. So I actually left that agency where you find me from, and then I signed like I didn't model at all for a long period of time, like before and after the pandemic. And then when I moved to LA, my best friend is an agent there, and I ended up being signed with a smaller agency called OPC. I was just like part of a smaller agency in LA, so it kind of made me appreciate it more, I feel like.
So you left, were you always based in New York, or?
No, I was living in LA right after the pandemic for a while, and
Gotcha.
I just moved back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I just moved back recently.
Like literally a couple weeks ago.
So now you're based in New York now.
Yes.
So if you guys ever need help from a sports designer, Masha's in New York. Did you do modeling out there too? Or like a lot?
Yeah, it's weirdly because I feel like when I moved to Los Angeles, the modeling picked up way more.
Really?
Yes, and I think the reason for that was because I was signed with a smaller, more boutique agency. So it's also LA is well more known for like its sportswear photo shoots, like Adidas, Nike is there, like their studios are there. So Lululemon as well.
So you shot mostly sports and athletic?
I did shoot a lot of sportswear and athletic wear, which was kind of exciting for me because I'm into that and I'm in that industry. And in the modeling, it was kind of funny because that was the field and like the niche that kind of recognized me as a model there. So yeah, it's just all kind of fell into place after the pandemic with sportswear.
Did you have any specific brands that you like to work with?
Well, I actually did shoot, like North Face was also great to shoot because we would always go up to the mountains. And then, well, funny enough, I did a lot of shoots for the running brands. So Satisfy was one of them. For Bandit, I did as well. And like doing running shoots was also kind of fun because the clothing is really interesting. Yeah, whenever I'm out in the wild in sportswear clothing, it's always cool because I feel like nature, like for Kina, we did a lot of stuff in Portland, Oregon too. And it's like this do you know what Kina is? It's like this very whimsical like footwear brand out in Portland, Oregon. So a lot of the times when we did shoots for them, it was like in nature, in like the most beautiful places I've ever been at. So I feel like nature complements a lot the photography that comes out of it. So the clothing looks really cool. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay.
Like how did you transition from modeling to designing?
It was always happening simultaneously for me. My full trade, like my full-time job, my income, everything is sportswear design. That's like my core skill. But modeling is kind of like always been there, and people would ask me to model, or I was always part of an agency of some sort. So it's kind of like a side gig, side hustle. So it's always cool to have that, I feel like. But then, yeah, like when it started picking up, I was like, wow, like it could be interesting to like pursue full time for a little bit and then maybe take a pause. It's like an easy to control type. Like it was easy to control how much time I'm spending on it.
So how'd you get into North Face specifically? Was that the no? You said you did Reebok though, right?
Yeah. So my first corporate like sportswear job was with Reebok, and then I actually got laid off.
Oh no!
But it was because
Was it pandemic?
It was the pandemic. I was working remotely for them, so it was kind of like it was not like meant to be, I feel like, almost, which was fine because literally 3 months later, I applied for a job at North Face through LinkedIn, actually.
Oh wow! Okay.
And I just got it, and I moved to Colorado, so I had to uproot myself completely. So that was the biggest sacrifice, I would say, but I ended up moving to Colorado with my dog, and I ended up staying there for 2 years working for North Face.
Oh man, that's cool. Like,
I mean, it definitely shaped me fully as a person on so many different levels. I couldn't be more grateful actually for that experience.
Years ago, there was an ad agency that tried to recruit me.
Really?
Yeah, but they were based in Colorado, so I didn't go.
You didn't want to go to Colorado?
I mean, at the time, I was just like, but this is New York. I love New York. I love living here. I was born here.
Yeah.
And like.
Oh, really? Where were you born? What part?
In Queens, in Flushing.
Oh, cool. Nice.
Yeah. So I ended up not going.
Do you regret it?
Do I regret not going to Colorado?
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean,
maybe that would have been the path.
there were some other opportunities that I kind of turned down that could have affected my life very differently.
Yeah.
But I don't know about you. Like, for example, when I started doing website design, I wanted to run through like an agency or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But there was a certain sports athletic team that I really loved that accepted me for an internship.
Oh, no way.
But because I wanted to do design, I thought maybe an agency would be a better fit for me.
Okay.
So I never went with that team.
Well, it's all, honestly, it all kind of works out when you want to do it, right? At the end of the day.
Yeah,
so.
It was the New York Mets, though.
Oh.
Yes.
That's a big one.
Yeah.
So you ended up choosing the agency instead?
Yes. So North Face.
Yes.
So you're in Colorado now. What was that like? Have you been to Colorado before you went there?
No. I just moved out there because I just literally moved out there for a job.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even have friends there. I ended up meeting a lot of great people there, though, and it's like it's a beautiful, like, nature type of place. Like, especially going to the mountains. But the city of Denver itself wasn't really my cup of tea, I would say.
Do you prefer larger cities or smaller?
I feel like every city that I've been to and that I've enjoyed has been a large city, yeah. Like, it's like, New York is really cool because I just feel like it's so diverse. But going to Denver made me appreciate LA and New York way more, so. And I feel like people also, like, find happiness there. It's just like it's a place for people who want to settle down or, like, already come there with families, which I just wasn't in that phase of my life yet. So,
not yet.
No.
So what was it like working at North Face?
It was really cool. I mean, it's probably, I would say, I would do it again, all over again, if I had a choice. So no regrets at all. We had a sick office. I was part of the best teams. I had amazing leadership, and I don't know, it was one of a kind experience that you probably would never get anywhere unless you actually are in it. And you learn so much. It's like going back to school in a weird way because you're like almost getting another degree, but you're actually just working and you're getting exposed to so many departments and people and techniques, and your design skills elevate like crazy. So yeah, I feel like I would not be where I am right now without that, to be honest. So
that's the one thing I did find as a corporate designer. You accelerate very quick your skills.
You have to, because like the pace is so demanding.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you're constantly churning out new things.
Yeah. I think the intensity that I felt like that was only when I was in school at RISD. That was like as far intensity level that I felt. But North Face, like, I would have honestly stayed there longer if I could, but Denver was so tough for me. Oh my God. Yeah.
What was tough about it?
I felt like super isolated. Like, I was there alone with my dog. And then my friends who I actually met there and we became super close ended up moving to Florida.
Oh,
so
no.
we
They left the code to go Florida, of course.
Yes. So I was like, well, I have no friends here now. Officially again.
Oh, no.
So I was like, I'm just going to leave. But yeah, no, it was a good decision though. It was a good decision and no regrets.
Do you have any projects that you really loved doing when you were there?
So, yes, I worked directly with Jody Potts, who is an Alaskan athlete. She's a professional dog musher, and that was probably the best, like the craziest project I've ever been on, because I was leading it in the beginning, and then we ended up having a bigger team follow it. But I was basically making a kit for her, and then we were also wanted to make specific gear for her 14 huskies.
Mhm.
So like
1 second.
she would be on a sled like carried by her dogs,
Mhm.
and it's like a competition that you perform. It's called Iditarod race, and it's a competition that happens in Alaska every year, I want to say. I don't want to be wrong with the information I say though.
Mhm.
So I wouldn't like put too much of it in there. But I was designing the specialized kit for her for one of those competitions
Okay.
through North Face. Obviously, it was a North Face project, but I was chosen to start on it and like lead the design part. And yeah, like I met Jody. She came to the office. She's incredible, and it was just really cool to work with somebody who has such specific, you know, asks about how the product should be, how the fit should be, what kind of material we should be using because it's for such harsh conditions.
This is in Alaska, right?
In Alaska, yeah. So we ended up making like a very cool, like anorak, like a long coat with like a bib that goes under it, and it was a custom made piece just for her. So that was probably the coolest project I worked on while I was there.
What's the temperature like? Like, what can it handle? The outfit that you made?
I mean, we had to layer it with down,
Mhm.
so it creates like a much more warmer insulation rather than like a synthetic feel.
Mhm.
So the temperatures could go down to like negative. Well, I only know it in Celsius, so like negative 40 Celsius, negative 45 Celsius.
Mhm.
And that is very cold. And also,
Negative 45 Celsius. That it can handle that.
yeah, it has
That's
to.
insane.
Yeah,
Holy crap! Sorry, I'm just like
I know.
negative
Yeah. Well,
45 is-
Kazakhstan actually goes like where I'm from. We also have such very low temperatures like this as well.
Wow.
It's brutal. It's brutal.
So anyway, so once you completed that,
Yeah. So I actually didn't finish that project completely because I left kind of in the midst of it. But the team ended up finishing it after. I actually don't know exactly what happened to it after I left because it was literally right in the middle. But I decided to quit and move back to LA. And it was interesting because I had absolutely no plan moving back to LA of what I'm going to be doing. But I basically started freelancing a lot. And because I was part of that modeling agency, going back to modeling, they ended up developing into a talent agency. So they started representing me as a designer,
oh wow.
which kind of led me to more freelance opportunities in design. And
So you didn't do any modeling; it was just straight design once
It
you
was
got back
both.
to. Okay.
so that was when I was saying that like it always kind of coexisted, modeling, design, creativity kind of all coexisted simultaneously in my life, and all weirdly complemented one another, if that makes sense. Yeah. So
Makes things a lot easier. Like you can understand the industry plus the
you
brands.
understand the industry and the experience, like an all compounding experience, right? So credibility of North Face led me to let people to trust me more when they hire me as a freelancer, and that kind of gave me an idea of opening my own agency, which is called Kina Club, which specializes specifically in sportswear development and design. And yeah, we've been in business for 2 years ever since.
Nice.
And working with brands, smaller or larger brands too, helping them design concept. And I also started working with some manufacturing facilities as well on the development part of it. So I kind of just wanted to live anywhere I wanted. And LA has been like the place where I wanted to come back after Colorado. And I just started freelancing and working with smaller brands, developing my own following, developing my own creative vision, and more demand. Like I've just noticed a lot of demand in sportswear space, and a lot of people who have brilliant ideas, a lot of brilliant founders, they wanted to start their own brand, but they had no idea where to start. So that idea came to me where, because I had this experience in corporate, I had more confidence leading them through those beginning stages. And that's the opportunity that I saw, and it's been going really well. Yeah, that's kind of what I've been doing for the past 2 years since leaving North Face.
So do you do more design, or are you more like almost business development?
I do mostly design,
Okay.
and I do basically creative strategy
Mhm.
and also manufacturing. And like I advise with like what kind of vendor they should go to, what kind, like sourcing essentially. But
So she doesn't just do designs. She deserves a lot more credit than that.
but I would love to tap into business development. That is kind of like my next goal. But I've never studied business, so it would be something that I would have to first learn and then offer as a service, or maybe like have a partner or something.
I don't know if people really. I mean, I just kind of jumped into entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people just kind of jump in and
That's true. That's true. You just need to
hope
have
for
the
the
confidence.
best. Not hope for the best, but
Yeah, with consulting though, it's a little different because it's all about your credibility, and it's all about like where you've been before.
Mhm.
I would love to gain, if I ever go back to corporate, I think I would love to actually go into that business development side of things and gain the same intense experience that I've gotten on the creative side. So, North Face, here I come once again.
I mean, you never know, right?
You never know.
Now, would you want to design for them or do something else for them?
For North Face?
Yeah.
I would love to try to do the business development or like the product management side, where it's like a little bit more business oriented, a little bit more analytical, just because that's the space that I'm like currently researching and like studying a lot. So yeah, it'd be cool to get like that real world experience in that.
Do you want to work on like almost a ready to wear line of like sportswear if they got that right?
Yeah, like
Okay.
like a
Or do you like want to do like custom projects like you did with?
Custom projects are definitely fun, but custom projects like they're fun. They're like very exciting and like creatively fulfilling, I feel like. So, but it's not a lot of them. So it's very hard like for big companies to like allocate resources towards them unless they are completely confident that they will be like like a big winner in like their like marketing or whatever. But from a design perspective, of course, working on custom projects is like so much more fun. It would be cool like to also I don't know, like offer some sort of classes or like master classes around sportswear design, which is something that I'm thinking about doing eventually. So if anybody's interested, let me know, because I would love to host like a master class on how to develop a collection from the beginning to an end, and how to find the right vendors and how to produce sustainably. Like that is something that I am thinking about on how to do like really well and like beneficial for like those who would want to join. So if anybody's interested, let me know.
Are there any other things that you like have planned for your business, like upcoming, I guess?
So doing more of those things, developing my social media, and like for me, it's all about like the pace and not trying to like burn out and overwhelm myself as well, because I see this as a project that will last long term, and I'm not trying to like do something really quickly for the hype of it. It's more about like relationship development and like really working with clients longer rather than for a shorter period of time. So the clients that I have, like I've been working with for like a year and a half. So just kind of continue nurturing those relationships. But I feel like social media is like a big thing for me too right now. Like I'm really trying to put out content that speaks to the technical, to the creative, and to like the personal lifestyle that I have. So it's been doing pretty well too, which is exciting.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. So I guess we should wrap things up because I know you gotta get going.
I am sorry.
No, it's okay. It's good. It's good. Can you give people your contact information, how they want to reach you if they want?
My social security and my address. Just
Maybe not that part. Where they can find you on social media.
Yes. Well, my Instagram handle is Masha. It's just my first and last name. And that could be a good place to start. I'm also on LinkedIn. If you guys want to figure out like how to get into corporate, you can add me.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much, Masha.
Thank you. It was great.
See you guys.
Bye.